Apparently, she was fired because we all saw the video. She was talking and work and shit. I don't understand why this girl's doing this shit, man. It's a work environment, especially a place where food is being sold. Like you can't be doing stupid shit like this at work. And I see some couple of people like, you know, blaming the McDonald's for firing this woman. Why are you blaming the company or the fast food joint? Why are you blaming, this brand for doing what they should do? This is not a strip club. It's not a lounge. If you want to twerk, you can wait, later that night and go to lounge or go to the club and go have a good time and dance. Ain't nobody gonna stop you then. But this is a food place. You in the kitchen. People order food. You could literally just, put some nonsense on people's food. Just you twerking and shit, and I just don't get it. Like this, I've seen a lot of videos like this recently. Why everything about this new generation women is just twerking, 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 and twerking. They don't even understand there's a certain place where you don't do stupid shit like this. There's some certain place where you gotta be professional. There's some certain place you just gotta do your job and go home. I saw some people make a statement like, oh, she's just having fun. Yeah, I understand. There's nothing wrong with having fun. I support you having fun, but not in the kitchen. Not in the kitchen. Maybe if you're a waitress or something and you dancing around and serving people, okay, but not twerking though. Because there's some certain rules for a certain place. And this next video I'm about to show you is the same thing about fast food place. But this black woman insisted she got to dress well. Let's watch the video.
You can't come out of your restaurant half dressed.
Wait, but
Why? No, that's not the standard.
Why? I'm confused. Why?
There's nothing to be confused about. It's plain, simple English. Untuck your shirt and cover your stomach.
I told you that the shirt was too big.
It doesn't matter.
I said I needed XXS.
And still doesn't matter. That's not warrant you to come out half dressed. You have to dress accordingly to what the standard is of Whataburger.
How is my stomach harming anybody? How is my stomach harming anybody?
It's harming the business. You cannot come out like that. That's not standard. We're not going to stand here and talk about this for 20 minutes. You're not standardly dressed. You can either dress properly at home if you like, or you can tuck the shirt and get to work here at Whataburger.
Don't you guys ever think if you had cuter girls like on the clock, more customers would
Is that
come?
an insult?
Watching videos like this, you think it's common sense that you can't dress like that. But that woman is old school. She's about to whoop her ass right there because there's some certain place. I understand it's not Wall Street or it's not, like some office or I don't know, some fucking law firm or something like that. But it's still a place of work. There's some certain things you can't be doing in this place of work. You can't be twerking. You can't dress like that. These people are trying to attract people to come eat in their place. It's not a strip club. You can't be dressing like a whore. You can't be doing stuff like that. I can't believe we need to explain something like this to people. I can't believe that. This is a place of work. And I'm so happy that that older woman was insisting and like, yo, you're not doing stupid shit like this here. You gotta, dress properly and do your job. And I can't believe there are people online who's like supporting this kind of women and say, yo, she's just having fun, she's just this. She said, yeah, we get it. She loves her job. I get it. She wants to dance. Nothing wrong with that. But it can be in the kitchen. You can wait till you get home. You can find another job. You can be a stripper if you want. If that's what you like. But you can't be dancing in the kitchen. There are people food around. People are paying for this, or people are waiting for their food. You can't be dressed in a certain way. It's gonna look like a strip joint or something. It's just not. It don't make sense. And the people are like, oh, it's just McDonald's. It's just Wendy's. Yeah, but you gotta understand. These people got stocks. They got shares. They don't want nothing happening to their company because any little thing could fuck up their brand. There's so many brand has been, they're just gone because of little mistakes like this. Anything, boom, and their stock is down. So of course, these people got the dress code. They have a way you got to act, code of conduct and shit. You know, these are just things you sign in your contracts, regardless of where you work. Decency is just very important. It's crazy, man. But anyway, next.
My husband and I have been separated for about 2 months. Today I received a message from him saying that he's gonna be removing me from the car insurance. And when I asked him when my last day with insurance would be, he said it's tomorrow. So I have to shop around. I have to find my own car insurance. And I had previously asked him if he could just keep me on there and I would give him my part of the insurance since that would be cheaper for me. But he says he prefers to just remove me. So tomorrow I'll be without insurance. I have the kids 4 days a week and he has them 3. And since his family is there, he is able to work as much as he used to before when I used to stay at home. But I have nobody to help me watch my kids. And I'm really not going to leave them with just anybody. So I can only work 3 days a week. I make $120 a day. Sometimes I work Saturdays. I make $60 on Saturdays. So that means 1 week I make $420 and the other one I make $360. So I thought it would be okay if he just kept me in the insurance and I would give him the money, which would be around $100. But today again he said no. So I've been looking, it's around $200 for me to get it by myself. And right now it just feels like I can't do it. I know I can, but it just feels like I can't. And it really sucks because it feels like all of this is my fault. Everything that's happening is my fault because I was the one that decided that I wanted to be separated. I was the one that decided to leave the house, and I left because I needed to work and I couldn't work where we lived because we have no family there. I had no support at all, and I still really don't, but at least the kids can be with him 3 days a week and then I can work a little bit. And I don't even know why I'm crying over this, but again, it just feels like I've made the worst mistake. I feel like my life is falling apart. I feel like I can't provide for my kids. I feel like I can't be a good mom to them.
Every time I see sub stories like this, I'm like, why you gotta post something like this online? Why do you think people gotta know something like this? Because I understand she wants to play the victim so bad, but your husband or your ex-husband don't hold you shit. He don't hold you shit. He's doing his job. He's picking up the kid 3 times a week. You guys are broken up. Divorce. You broke the relationship. You divorced that man because you want to work. He didn't divorce you. You literally said with your whole mouth. You divorced him because you want to work. Okay, fine. He took you off the insurance. He don't hold you that. He don't hold you shit. He's doing what he has to do as a father. He's picking up the kid 3 times a week. Regardless of how he take care of the kid, that's none of your business. He's picking up his kid. The kids are happy. They don't complain about nothing. I don't understand why she think he holds her some. Don't you think if you divorce somebody, they might be mad at you or angry at you for divorcing them because you want to get a job? That don't make no sense to me, but that's how you feel. That's how you feel. You want your job is more important than your family. Good for you. But if that man says, I don't want to pay for your insurance, you gotta do your shit on your own, then what's the crying for? Why you posting it online? You want people to feel bad for you? You want people to insult him like he's a bad person? He don't hold you shit. He don't hold you shit. If you want to be independent and you want to go get a job, and just so you got to go through the trenches. It's just what it is. You got to figure it out. If you know you ain't ready for that, you don't have to divorce your man. He didn't divorce you. You divorced him. So I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the problem is. Y'all keep wanting this equality and shit. You get it and you're crying about it. I never understand it. But anyway, it's crazy, man. But anyway, guys, let me know what y'all think about these videos, man. Please like and subscribe to my channel, man. I'm out of here.